Hello, my name is Tammy Rojas. I'm a member of the Lancaster Healthcare Rights Committee of Poor People First PA, and I'm the president of the Lancaster County Homeless Union through the National Union of the Homeless, and I'm on the coordinating committee of the Pennsylvania Poor People's Campaign, a national call for more revival. I'm here interviewing two other members in the movement, and I'll have them introduce themselves.
I'm Matt. I am the co-coordinator of the Lancaster Healthcare Rights Committee with Poor People First PA. I'm also leader in the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for more revival.
I'm Tiffany Eggleston. I am a member of the Lancaster County Homeless Union and
Poor People's Campaign.
And the Poor People's Campaign.
Awesome. We're down here today at Binns Park to spread the word to the folks that live here at Binns Park, to let them know more about what's going on and our concerns with what's going to happen to the unhoused in our community. As a leader in the Lancaster Homeless Union, Tiff, how do you feel about what's going on?
Well, it kind of hurts a little bit because I know what they're going through, and I'm here just to help them out and try to get it organized.
Awesome. How do you feel, Matt?
I don't understand why the police are not letting us feed people. In this time, with the illness going on, you need your strength, you need food. And I'm just absolutely appalled that everyone's out here and they're not in a safe space where a hotel room or a day center or something like that people can be, off the streets in this kind of a situation.
Now, Tiff, you've hung around a lot in Binns Park in this area where it's been known, right, for the homeless to congregate here. How do you feel about the idea that they think that the reason why people are congregating here is solely because people are bringing food, right? How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, my thoughts is if there's people that's willing to help out the homeless, and they should just let it go no matter where. I mean, there's shelter everywhere here, and I just want to see them get off the streets. Like Matt said, they should open up a hotel or something just for them and stop treating them like they're not people when they're people just like everybody else is. And we just need to help them and get them off the streets or do the best we can.
Now, how do you feel hearing that the Marriott downtown basically, have a deal with the city so they don't have to pay taxes, so they just pay a voluntary pilot? I mean, don't you think the Marriott should be getting these folks each a room?
I think they should, considering there's probably over 200 rooms, if not more, that don't get used. So they should make maybe a little floor of itself just for the homeless people for a place to stay in this weather and this coronavirus.
Right. I mean, they've got enough tax kickbacks and they get to expand and make more money, so why aren't they, getting these people off the streets? They pretty much owe the city, so that's my thinking with that. Now, what do you kind of think, Matt, about what folks are saying that their theory of why people are congregating here is solely because people are bringing food?
It's the fact that people aren't here because food is being brought. People are here because they have nowhere else to go. That started before food was being brought here. So, it's just that whole excuse is it's asinine to me. It makes no sense.
And the other thing is, it's how many times now did we see folks, drive by here and even film and do video for months now, showing that there were people lined up, sleeping in sleeping bags, living here in Binns Park, and that one of the reasons was because the police station was the only access to a public bathroom they had. So to me, I feel like that's a little bit of a, hypocrisy to make it sound like this is some new phenomenon that our homeless folks, unhoused folks, are staying at Binns Park. What are your kind of thoughts on that?
That's just, it's ridiculous. We have plenty of space to put people in, and they're just not doing it.
Right.
So it's just, I don't understand what the city administration is doing. why they're not acting, in a more productive manner about this. Yeah.
I mean, housing is a human right, right? And it's like the hypocrisy of acting like, again, like this is some new phenomenon. And the county commissioners have been trying to pressure the city for a while now to have the homeless dispersed from this area. But one of our county commissioners actually is a part of the quote unquote supposedly coalition for homelessness or whatever. And so it's like, so you knew for quite some time, and this is like what you do, right? So why haven't these people been housed? Like, how do you feel about that, Tiff, knowing that one of our county commissioners, who's also CEO of LHOP, Lancaster Housing Opportunity Project, that basically has been helping to push gentrification, therefore causing more homelessness, also be leading the homeless coalition and wanted to push people out of Binns Park but not house them? How do you feel about that?
I think it's kind of screwed up, actually. You guys are making me nervous.
How do you feel about that, Matt?
No, it's just, it's what I said before. It's completely unethical, and it's not. It just doesn't make sense. They everyone's so worried about getting this disease, but they're not taking any steps to prevent, people from being affected by it. So I don't know. It's sad. It's sad.
And how do you feel, Tiff, about knowing that we've been partnering Lancaster Healthcare Rights Committee and the Lancaster Homeless Union to on the issue of the St. Joseph Hospital for like 15 months now. We've been working and fighting that issue. How do you feel about the fact that we have to still push and push and push for them to use that hospital when we don't have the capacity we're going to need for this coronavirus pandemic?
They should just open up St. Joe Hospital because we're going to need it anyway, and we just need more people to stand behind us and fight for it to get reopened.
Thank you. And how about you, Matt?
That doesn't make any sense why it's not open. It's got beds. It's got it's got bathrooms. It's got you can quarantine people in there if you need to. It's going to be my fear is that they'll open it, but it's going to be at a point where it's too late for a lot of people. So
that's my worry too. Because they really should have been open like a month ago or more. They really like farting around with that, and that's just honestly not right. Any last thoughts, Tiff?
No.
Just organize. We got to get organized, and we got to organize and unite the poor and dispossessed in our community to fight for change, because people, although say we may get through this and everything will go quote unquote back to normal, quote unquote was not working. This is not normal that people are sleeping on the streets in cold weather. Rather, even if it's not cold weather, they shouldn't be sleeping on the streets, period. Any last thoughts for you, Matt?
Just for the city administration to get their stuff together and get this working.
And partner with the county commissioners. Like, this is bullcrap. But anyway. All right, so thank y'all for sharing your story and your concerns. Sure.
Along with the purple Petri dishes that you call porta potties, another way to not combat a pandemic is to force people outside and impair their immune systems by having them catch colds and make them weaker, making it more easy and making them more susceptible to catching the virus.
Thank you. And your name is?
Gia.
Thank you.